Hey everyone, welcome to Lost Connection Tarot. I'm Benjamin Snavely, and this is your reading for Sunday, October the 11th, 2020. Now, this will be a 4-card spread. We will look at the theme of the day for Sunday. We will look at the energy we have the most control over, the energy we have the least control over, and then if we put right thought and right action into the energy we have the most control over, the 4th card will be the most likely outcome. So, let's go ahead and get into it. And while I have you, Wild Unknown Spread, or Tarot, that is what I'll be using today. One more time, theme of the day for Sunday, October the 11th, 2020. For anyone hearing this message, what is also the energy we have the most control, least control, and most likely outcome if we put right action and right thought in the energy we have the most control over. All right, theme of the day: most control, least control, and right action, right thought. Okay, well, what a lovely day for Sunday. And I'm being facetious. The first card is the Father of Swords in reverse. So swords represent your intellect. They represent mind and creativity. And so here you see the King of Swords. So someone who would be very intellectual, very smart, being able to pierce through the veil and basically just kind of read people's thoughts before they happen, their motives, so to speak, and therefore just a good tactician, able to see other people's motives before maybe they even are aware of it. But this is in reverse today, so it is the idea that your fire energy and your intellectual energy, your wind energy, are not in focus. They are out of whack. So your passions are out of control, which is leading your intellect to be spinning and to not be balanced. So therefore you may lash out at other people. You may be hurtful to other people. People may be hurtful to you. It's the idea of a seething remark, of being forceful with our thoughts, but in a not nice, negative way. So we want to be extremely careful with how we respond, and we need to be very careful with the words we choose to speak, because once you put them out there, you can't take them back. And so the King of Swords in reverse uses fear and uses, a cold-hearted swipe at people to get them to see his logic, but his logic is devoid of heart and devoid of passion. So please just be aware of this energy. It is the theme of the day, so whether it is coming to you or at you, or you are experiencing this type of energy where your mind and your intuition are kind of like in a jumble, probably don't speak much at all today, lest you regret what you say. So please be careful. Okay, so the energy you have the most control over is how people view you, which this is like the victory card. This is coming back from war, and people are parading and shouting, yay, good job, great job, and you have risen above the conflict. You have succeeded in getting out of the battle of yourself. Okay, and so they show it outwardly, like, hey, great job, way to go, you figured it out, you did the truth, you just came back from a hard battle. So this is what you have the most control over, and you are the butterfly, and you are rising above the bullshit. You are rising above the conflict. You are rising above the chaos, the confusion, and now you are lighter. So with this energy being this strong, this powerful, and this unbalanced today, which can tend to be negative, we need to rise above the conflict. We need to rise above the darkness. We don't want to be part of that darkness, and we don't want to fuel that fire and that angst. Okay, so we want to make sure that what we are in control of is to soothe and to disengage from whatever conflict is happening, and don't belittle anybody, and don't second guess people. Just let them go through whatever it is they're going through, okay? And just be there to support or give them space or whatever, but do not engage. That would be the Five of Wands, and this is the Six of Wands, which means you know the truth, okay, and you're going to go above the darkness today, and therefore you're not going to be a part of it. Okay, that's what you have the most control over. So please be aware, for Sunday, you have to rise above. Now, what is the energy you have the least control of? Is the Mother of Wands reversed. So here is a female energy that her emotions as well as her fire are unbalanced. Okay, and so now she may strike at you unwittingly, like you don't even know what you did, or maybe you do know what you did and she still strikes. This could also just show wiltedness, or it could just show protection. She thinks that her loved ones are in danger. She thinks that they're being mistreated, and so she lashes out. Okay, and how does she lash out? Well, with seething criticism, and logically just pegs you and takes you down. Right? It's a force to be reckoned with, because it's keen, and it's been noticing. And now with the balance, with her emotions and her fire being enraged and just feeling something, right? You got to be careful, and you got to rise above. Okay, so the energy you have the least control over, but you need to be aware of it, and you can't change it, and you kind of just have to roll with the punches and rise above. And it seems like you will find victory if you do that. Okay, but this is a day of testing. This is a day of, can you shut your mouth? Can you rise above? Can you be the bigger person? Can you forgive? Can you recognize maybe the damage or the danger or the issue that you have caused? What is your role in this? Okay, and to do anything may just be getting a strike back, may be getting a cut in the sword, so be aware of your actions, and be aware of how other people's energies are today. Now, if you do right action and right thought, so to speak, then your most likely outcome is the Seven of Cups, but in reverse. And so the Seven of Cups, as you can see, right side up, it shows that your fears are higher than your illumination, which means that not just your fears, but also your dreams, your illusions, your reflections, your wishes are maybe a little bit more active at the Seven than your actual truth and your actual illumination. And the Seven of Cups, cups represent our emotion, things that we want to be committed to, things we want to devote ourselves to, things that fulfill us on an emotional level. And at the Seven, we are at the vision, where we have seen the truth. At the Six, after the chaos of the Five, and now at the Seven, it's kind of like the truth that we've recognized at the Six. We went towards something, but it didn't quite work back. So we're kind of at the Seven. We're almost like going back to re-understand the truth that we learned, and then figuring out where to move from the Seven forward. Okay, and so Seven of Cups is all about choices. It's all about daydreams and illusions and fantasies. It also is, be careful what you wish for, because you may actually get it. And you want to make sure that what you wish for is aligned with your better half than with your shadow self. Okay, So with it being reversed, it means that you're not in the decision of choosing. It's you've made your choice, and maybe your choice doesn't seem like the right choice. Maybe maybe you just are going through a trial, but maybe it's like, hey, you're already determined. Like, no, I know what I'm going to choose, and regardless of what's going on for today, I don't need to go back to the drawing board. I don't need to go back and make all of these other choices. I am I am sure, okay? I am my illumination, my truth, my center has is risen higher than my shadow self and higher than my fears, and I know which of these seven is the correct choice. And though it may be turned down or maybe it's right side up, but regardless of what the situation is today, I'm going to rise above, and I'm not going to get lost in what ifs and fantasies and illusions and choices. I've already made my choice, okay? And it could be a choice that where you're not being fulfilled today, or it is where you are fulfilled, but you still know the truth, and it doesn't matter about where you are emotionally today. You recognize the truth, right? And therefore you're not getting lost in your emotions, and you rise above all of the conflict of anything that is happening today. So today is a day of remembering the choice you've already made, remembering to stay committed to it. It's also about rising above the conflict, rising above the darkness or the shadow, and whatever is happening with energy outside of ourselves today, even if they are attacking us, even if it feels unprovoked, even if it is a sharp criticism, we don't engage. We don't force the issue. We don't make it worse. We let this energy dissipate and go pass through our field of consciousness today. So we can be aware of it. It may happen from someone that we love or care about or have respect for. Don't hold it against them. It is energy that is there for a reason. You have probably had a part in it. So just recognize the truth, rise above it, recognize you have already made a choice, and don't get lost in your emotions on what ifs and could be's. So that is your daily tarot. Something you need to be aware of and meditate on. Looking at the numbers, we have 2 court cards, so that's 1 and 1, 2, plus the 6 of wands and the 7 of cups. So the 2 court cards plus the 6 is 8, 8 and 7 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6, and 6 is all about it is all about having the truth. It would be like the 6 of the wands, right? It's all about having a responsibility and seeing your responsibility and recognizing family. So it has to do with a temporary opportunity that deals with the relationships of something that we are bound to and tied to. And regardless of your position within that family and your responsibility, it is today your responsibility to not engage in conflict and to fly away and kind of not necessarily retreat, but show others the truth of the matter, that you're committed and that you've made choices and that you're in it for the long haul, and show them that not just with your words but with your actions. And be careful, because it's a very sensitive day. People may feel endangered, people may feel cautious, people may feel wilted, and because of that they may strike. People are using their logic a little out of control today. People are having biting criticisms and maybe a little bit tyrannical. Okay, so just be aware of that. Family responsibility, a temporary opportunity, your choice, rise above. My name is Benjamin Snavely. This is Lost Connection Tarot. This was a reading for Sunday, October 10th, 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe. If you want more content, join my Instagram or Facebook feed at Lost Connection Tarot. If you would like a private reading with me, you can find my schedule in my YouTube channel and on my Facebook feed or on my Instagram feed. So feel free to have a booking, take a look at my calendar and my schedule and what I offer. And if you have any questions, just please let me know. So I'm here for you guys. Have a great day. Bye.